Hello and welcome to How Mundane, the least interesting place on the internet. Today, we got a box of Journey Together. I don't think I need to say it was not easy to get a hold of. While we may be journeying together, it seems like the community is, in some ways, falling apart amidst this ongoing scarcity issue. There is, of course, the promo card that you get in the booster boxes that are marked as the bonus card. So that's what it looks like. It is a very nice stamp on it. Anyway, let's see what we get. Guess let's talk about how things don't seem to be getting any better as recording this the week of release of Journey Together officially. Probably will come out a little bit after that. Oh, wow. First pack. Gold Iono's Belly Bolt. It was also the week that the Pokemon Center orders for Team Rocket in the US, the Destined Rivals set, went live. It was a disaster, as expected. The new line system does not seem to be doing much to prevent botting and scalping, and it's curious that Pokemon Center Japan seems to be all over this nonsense, and Pokemon Center US does not. So, Pokemon Center Japan, Lycanroc, pull rate, I had heard was good, but that's definitely proven to be the case so far. Anyway, so Pokemon Center Japan this week also put up the live pre-order for the Japanese exclusive Team Rocket case that comes with the Team Rocket packs and like some kind of deck storage and other accessories. It's super cool. It's like $100. Kind of looks like a little miniature attaché case or briefcase with a big red R on the side of it. And yeah, with that one, you have to register for a lottery. You can register once per account. You have to have a phone number tied to that account that has been validated. The shipping address has to be validated. You are limited to one entry per person because you have the one account that's tied to one phone number that's tied to the shipping address and I would assume probably the payment method. And then they do a lottery, and if you win, you get to order it, and if you don't, then you don't get to order it. Why can't the Pokemon Center US adopt some common sense methods to combat all of this ridiculous botting that allows people to get in dozens of orders? It would seemingly be very simple to say, hey, it's a limit of X number shipped per address. It's a limit of X number shipped per, well, one, per account. Then two, also limit it to if multiple accounts are shipping to the same address, all those orders get canceled. If multiple accounts are using the same credit card, those orders get canceled. So that you've really got to have a truly authenticated account with a unique phone number, address, and here's the Veluza EX phone number, address, and payment method in order to be able to place an order. That would eliminate the majority of botters because you're not going to be able to get an unlimited number of mailing addresses. You're not going to be able to get an unlimited number of authenticated payment methods. You know, once you start circling in and looking for things that are repetitive behavior, which is easy to do, it becomes very easy to see who is taking advantage of the system. There's Hop Snorlax. I just like that card. So I hope perhaps that the US Pokemon Center will start adopting some of these systems and tactics that the Japanese Pokemon Center is using in order to ensure more reasonable access to product beyond people paying for bots to be able to secure a ridiculous number of orders. That's just, there's the Dunsparce. Yeah, I mean, it's, botting has become a plague across pretty much everything you can buy online, whether that's Pokemon products, whether that's tickets, whether that's, you know, in-demand electronics. I mean, look at any of the Ends Zoroark EX. You know, any of the in-demand electronics products, whether that's new game systems, graphics card releases, all of these things have just been destroyed by these bots. And it is beyond time to do something about it. And there have to be ways to limit those things. Oh, there's the Maractus. So like I said, I had heard that the hit rate on this is much better than Prismatic, and that definitely seems to be the case, you know, as we're about halfway through this box. So I guess at least if you can get your hands on Journey Together, and in my case, you know, was able to get a booster box, have not been able to get a hold of an ETB at all, and certainly am not interested in paying, you know, 3 or 4 times market price to get an ETB just to open for the channel. But at least I had a booster box to be able to open. You know, I have managed to secure a pre-order. Of course, it's all knock on wood because you never know when something might get canceled, but hopefully have a pre-order of a booster box for Destined Rivals that seems to be a valid pre-order. Again, have not been able to secure any kind of Elite Trainer box in that regard. So, you know, I'm not like some huge card shop that's got distributor access or anything like that. Just a guy buying product where he can. And right now, there's the Iono's Belly Bolt EX. The where he can is a pretty limited set of circumstances because there is not product to be had pretty much anywhere. But what's really unfortunate about it is, you know, as this continues on, it seems like even folks within the community are getting more and more on edge, more and more tired of the lack of availability. Tapu Koko EX? Lack of availability of product. You know, some creators have even kind of started slightly picking at each other. You know, certainly people within the community, as another Hops Snorlax, have started to show their frustration, and it's sad when, you know, people are just trying to enjoy a hobby and the frustration around the availability of the product is preventing people from the Volcanion, preventing people from just being able to do the things they like doing. Yeah, that's unfortunately been the case so many times in so many hobbies over the years. You know, think back to how many different game platform releases have people simply not been able to get a hold of whatever the new platform is, in the case of the Nintendo Switch, for a long time after release. The same thing with the PlayStation 5. Or going back further, I mean, we had the same problem with the Wii. Initial availability of the Wii was extremely difficult to get. The news this week out of Nintendo is that they think maybe they have sufficient stock of the Switch 2 that it won't repeat itself later this year whenever that gets released. I guess we'll see. I'm a little skeptical, but maybe not. You know, it's tough out there, unfortunately, and you know, it's everyone needs to be able to go out and spend some time enjoying the Noibat, enjoying the hobbies that they enjoy, because that's how all of us get through life from day to day. It's being able to finish up with the stuff we have to do, to be able to then spend a little bit of time doing the things we enjoy doing. And I don't want kind of continued and growing frustration to just bubble over when people either have to abandon the hobbies they once enjoyed because they can't partake in them anymore, or they continue to try and ultimately are just so frustrated with the state of the hobby that they are carrying that frustration over into other areas of life. And I think with as contentious as the world can be these days, everybody needs to have an outlet for rather than an additional source of frustration. We got 2 more packs left. Will we get one more hit out of this box? Waylord, will we get any last pack magic? This pack does not want to open today. Try the other end. And, oh, we did get something. Hopsation. So yeah, that's a pretty solid hit rate for a booster box. That's what we ended up with here. This is a solid hit rate whether you're just looking to collect, you know, full arts, whether you're actually looking for EXs to play with. Yeah. That's a pretty good day. Thanks for being mundane with us. We'll see you next time. Bye.